Joining us from LA and already looking saucy first thing in the morning, it's ASHLEE Keating.
Hey, what's up?
How are you today?
Great. Thank you. Thank you for saying I'm looking saucy.
Of
That's always the
course.
goal, even in
Well,
workout clothes.
and that is the name of the new song after all.
Yes.
Now, you talk about how your inspiration is that you are saucy. That's where the song comes from. So, how does a girl achieve saucy?
I love it. Saucy is really just exuding self-confidence, to be honest. And it's a way of saying I'm very extra. And it's another way of saying be extra, do you, be the best version of yourself, and just have that self-confidence, be that saucy girl, it's saucy season. It came out during the summer and I was like, it's saucy season. It's time to wear our bathing suits, be outside, say hi to everybody, and just no matter what you look like, I think exuding self-confidence from within is the most important thing. It doesn't matter. And that's really what Saucy is about. It's self-confidence and not being afraid to be the most extra version of yourself, or whatever version is you. Like, just do you and don't worry about what other people say.
Since the
Yeah.
song is called Saucy, I need to know, when you get fast food, what is the best dipping sauce?
Well, to be honest, I try to stay dairy and gluten free. Now, I am Italian, so I can't really pick one, to be honest, but I like to sometimes create my own. Like, I love making or having vegan, or there's this place in LA that I love called Tocaya Organica, and it's like a Mexican spot that's like fast food that you can kind of like walk in, get your food, whatever, and it's all like they have obviously stuff that's not vegan and gluten and dairy free, but I love, oh my gosh, they have this sauce. They don't have a name for it, but you put it on like your burrito, whatever you're eating, and it is so bomb. It's so good, and it's gluten, dairy free. Like, it's just so bomb. But to be honest, I love sauces. Like, if I'm having chicken wings, if I will put sauce on everything. So sauce it up.
Wow. So then
Yeah.
we have two things in common because number one, we share a little bit of Italian ancestry, I guess.
Oh, cool.
That's
Love
my
that.
dad's side mostly.
Me
But
too.
the other thing we have in
Good.
common is you're on the gluten-free radio show right now, right?
I love that. Period.
That is
That's
that is what
awesome.
we call it. It's named after me and the fact that I don't eat bread. So,
Wow. At all.
well, gluten-free bread is a thing now, but back when I first started this
It's really
whole
good.
journey, yeah, it wasn't a thing, and then they made it and it was bad, and then they made it and it was better, and now, finally it tastes like the real thing from what I've been told.
I
Finally tastes
get
good.
these bagels from the grocery store,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
They literally taste like regular bagels. I don't
Mhm.
know the brand. UGELS, I think it's called, or something like that.
Okay.
Maybe I'm
Okay.
wrong. Don't quote me. Don't quote me, but they have like all the spices and seasoning on them, and it's just like, it's bomb. I have to say, it's bomb. Like, there's some gluten-free out there now that's like, I can't even tell the difference. I actually kind of got my family on gluten-free. I'm not gonna lie.
Nice, nice. Well, it's
Yeah.
about damn time it tasted good. That's all I'm
Like,
gonna
my
say.
dad, it's so funny because my dad's Italian, and
Yeah.
like my mom and I would cook together sometimes, like, when I'm home or whatever, and like we make spaghetti pie, but like he did not like gluten-free pasta. And we tricked him one time and we like made gluten-free pasta. And then he was just like, he thought it was like literally regular pasta. It was like, ha, 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 we tricked you. Like, it was not regular.
It does sound like something I would do.
Yeah, it's fun. You never know with your family, you just like to trick.
Absolutely. Now, since we're talking food, let's talk drinks. You're also a Grey Goose partner. So, with that in
Yeah.
mind, how do you like to mix it up when you're at the bar?
Well, yeah, we recently had the Grammys, which was really great, and Grey Goose was sponsoring, which was super fun. And we went to like this brunch, Recording Academy brunch before the Grammys. It was lit, I have to say. They were pouring the drinks. I mean, it was like 12 p.m., by the way. I'm like, this is like, I didn't have anything to eat. And I like showed up and I was like, oh, okay, this is the vibe today. Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Got
that's
it.
how today's gonna go for sure.
It was so much fun though. And Jasmine Sullivan performed. I love her. She's from Philly. But yeah, anyway, so we had, I don't know, what did I have? Have to have the strawberries. If you've seen my music video, I have an obsession to strawberries. And I had basically like a little mixed drink that was on pre-mixed drink that was on the menu, and it had like some passion fruit with some Grey Goose and, you know, a little strawberry mixed in there. So yeah, it was nothing crazy, but it was really good. It was really
Very
good.
nice.
Yeah.
Fruity, subtle, good time at 12
No, for the
p.m.
daytime.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. You can go a little harder a little later, maybe.
Yeah, we needed a little something nice and light and cute for the day, you know?
Refreshing, as
Yes.
it were. So you've been making music for a little while, like everyone else, kind of hindered by the pandemic from going out on tour, meeting fans, doing things IRL. But it's finally time, isn't it? So how do you plan on getting out and meeting your people who have been supporting you?
It's really crazy because I feel like going back to the pandemic is really when my whole project came about. It's kind of wild. Long story short, I had moved back to New Jersey during the pandemic because I was like, I couldn't get toilet paper. Like it felt like the world was ending. I did not know what was happening. I was
Yep.
just like, okay. And I was like very single. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go home. Like, I don't know. And but music really saved me, long story short. Like it really, I would just get on my guitar when I was bored, and it really was my outlet to kind of like songwrite and just any emotion I was feeling. You know, we were kind of sitting alone by ourselves, like, what are we gonna do? You know, and any emotion I would feel, I just kind of got on my guitar or play a track and from YouTube or whatever and started songwriting and using my artistry as an outlet. And I kept building my fan base online, putting covers up like Ashley, you know, house couch sessions like on my YouTube and just trying to keep going as much as I possibly could. Like I was determined to just not stop. And through that, you know, like I got introduced to my now producer who produced Saucy and my whole upcoming project. There's more music coming, which I'm really excited about. And TB Hits, Tommy Brown and his team from Champagne Therapy Music Group. And we got, you know, we met over Zoom. Like my life was literally on Zoom. I had Zoom meetings all the time, whatever. Like literally, I was doing workouts on Zoom.
Yeah. Yeah. It
My
all
best.
happened on Zoom back then.
Yeah. So this is very familiar to me. And it's just really wild that my whole life was changed, but I was able to do everything. I guess that's what is so great about social media and about having internet is that we were still able to connect with each other around the world, stay in touch with fans and do little like live Zooms or performances or live IG workout, whatever it was. Like I was still able to connect with everyone via Zoom. And I even wrote my project on Zoom. I wrote with Tommy Brown and his team on Zoom. Like, but I had flown back to LA at the time because the pandemic was getting a little bit better, but still not, you know, the best. And I did all my writing sessions on Zoom, and Saucy was that first one, which is really crazy. Like we didn't even off the bat, it was like, oh, Saucy. Like I was like, wow, how did this become the first single? And it was the first session we had. Like that normally doesn't
Right.
happen. And but yeah, so that's really, I mean, the pandemic kind of a lot of amazing things came out of the pandemic. And I think it's really just about being like resilient and working hard and not letting yourself kind of get in that bad mental space. I think is, you know, that's always going to happen, but you know, but now I'm just out. I can't wait. I'm like ready to perform. I've been out performing. I did a lot last year. I performed at Pride in New York for Youth Pride. That was like my first festival performance and first time debuting Saucy on stage. It was literally the best feeling in the world. I definitely shed a little bit of a tear, you know, like I was like, oh my God, and really connected with the audience. It was amazing. And I've been out performing. I had a Christmas song that came out. So I did that. I was out performing and now I'm ready to be out performing more with Saucy this year and just hopefully meeting more new fans. And it's great. Like, I love when people come up to me randomly and they're just like, hi, can I get a photo with you? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's the cutest. It's the best feeling, you know, and that when people sing the words back to you is the best feeling in the world. So I'm really excited to just continue to meet more fans and continue to build my fan base online and, you know, out touring. I really hope to tour soon. And yeah, so I do have some shows lined up, but I can't talk about it yet. Yeah. So I'm excited. It's going to be a great year. It's only February and I'm doing a lot. So I'm really, really happy. Yeah.
Sure. Well, we'll keep it hush hush for the time
Yeah.
being then. You did bring up social media, connecting everybody. And I did notice this morning while I was stalking you, sorry about that, I promise it wasn't like a Joe from You on Netflix thing. It was just a, hey, I'm
Oh my
gonna
God, I
do
love that
yeah,
show.
yeah. But when I was stalking you, I noticed that ever since Saucy dropped, you've done Instagram stories, but you haven't made a post or a reel or a picture or anything like that. Are you more of a TikTok girl, a Twitter girl? Where do you go instead?
I try to be all of it now, to be honest. But the thing I do like about Reels is that like I do make a lot of Reels lately. And I like it because you can save the video prior to posting. So it'll like if you edit the video, normally I'll go to Reels to edit like my TikTok videos or whatever, like if I want to make a mashup or whatever, just because I can save it and then I can edit it if I need to and then put the music to it and then I'll like upload to TikTok. But I definitely use TikTok a lot though. Like TikTok is just like you can do whatever you want and just be your most authentic self, which is what I love about TikTok. It's like I love posting with no makeup and just being like I'm working out today or like I have this new thing I started sometimes instead of talking on my Instagram story because I talk a lot. Like I love talking to my phone. It's really weird. I might have a problem. Anyway, but I'm like, yeah, that's kind of the world we live in. But I think it's great because I can connect with my fans that way. And like, so like if I have a bad day or if I'm just thinking random thoughts, like I'll just start rambling and ranting to my phone. And I started this thing was like hashtag Ashley rants, like, and I'll just do that on TikTok and then post it and share it. I think it's all about just being across all platforms now, the way that social media is. And sharing it everywhere, which is can be overwhelming 100% because I do all my own social media right now.
Mm.
And it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. So, but I love it, and I love connecting with everyone. And I think it's definitely a blessing to have that outlet for sure now.
Absolutely. So that's where people can find you in the meantime until those
Everywhere.
highly classified shows are announced. Shh.
Yes.
Don't tell anybody. But eventually you will be able to tell people where you're gonna pop up. So, that'll be worth checking out for sure. You've got Saucy out right now. You've got the music video out right now, which you alluded to as well. Bright and colorful, lots of fun. And I think you've got a lot of things just kind of looking up for you as we head into the springtime. So, best of luck with Saucy, and thanks for dropping by to talk about it.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for having me.